Welcome to Python programming classes. Today I'll be explaining about list. It is included in CBSE class 11 computer science and IP syllabus as well as in class 12 CS syllabus. So the first introduction about list. What is a list? A list is a data type. It's in Python. It's a data type in Python and it is an ordered sequence of elements. So list is normally known as mutable elements, mutable data type. So what is the word mutable means? Mutable means the values or the elements inside the list can be changed at any time. So then what is immutable means? Immutable means if you already created some values or created some data a type of some values, so it is not possible to edit the data inside that particular variable or particular data type. So that type of elements are known as immutable elements, immutable type. Okay, so basically list and dictionaries are mutable and strings or tuples are immutable. So immutable means it is not possible to change. Mutable means it is possible to change the elements in the list. So just see the example of a list. Here it is mentioned as list 1 equal to 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So this is a simple list. List consists of 6 elements. So you can see that it is enclosed within a square bracket. So that is the first difference between tuple and list. Tuple is enclosed within the parenthesis, but list is enclosed within the square bracket. And the next difference between list and tuple is immutable and list is mutable. Okay, if you are just printing the list, print of list 1, you can see 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 together in a closed, square bracket. Next, we can have any type of elements in the list. Like list is a heterogeneous data type. Heterogeneous data type means it can include different types of data together. Like this is list 1 is just a list of numbers. List 2 is just a list of characters. In the list 3 equal to 100, 23.5, hello. This is a heterogeneous data type which includes 100 is an integer, 23.5 is a float, hello is a string. So it includes different types of elements inside the list. So it can include heterogeneous type of elements. Then how we can access the elements in a list? So we can use the index index operator. So just see the example. List 1 equal to 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. This is my list 1 and index position is starting from 0. So 2 will be at position 0, 4, 1, 6 will be at position 2. Like that, if you have 6 elements, that means the index is starting from 0 to 5. So if you are generalizing that to an equation, we can tell that the list elements position is starting from 0 to n minus 1. Since we have 6 elements, we started from 0 to 5. Okay. Next, how we can return an element from the list? For that, you can just write it like this. If you want to return the first element of the list 1 of 0. So this is the position. 0 is the position. So at the 0 position, we have 2, the value 2 here. So we got the result 2. If you just want to return another value, 0, 1, 2, 3. This is the third position. Fourth position, that means index value will be third. List 1 of 3. So you got the value 8 here. Okay. Next is if you are just writing some value that is kind of it's out of range. Like here we have only 6 elements, but you are trying here list 1 of 15. So that means that index value, the position of 15 is not there in your list. So it will give you an index error, list index out of range. And it is possible to provide a list in index as expression also. Like if you want to just write 5, you can write it as 2 plus 3 or 1 plus 4. So list 1 of 1 plus 4. So you got the value 12 here. And if you are taking from the right side, like normally index is starting from indexes are two types, positive index and negative index. So if you are starting from left to right, it is called as positive index. And if you are taking from right to left, it is known as negative indexing. So it is possible to provide with the negative indexing also to access an element. So here just given list 1 of minus 1. That means we are starting from the right side. Minus 1. So if you are just taking this again the same list 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. The negative index is starting from minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5 and minus 6. So in this list we can see that when I am taking the positive index, I am starting from 0 to n minus 1. If I am taking the negative index, I am taking from minus 1 to minus n. That's all about the negative indexing. Okay. Next is, we already discussed what is the concept of mutable. Mutable means the contents of the list can be changed or altered at any time. So I can just show you one example how we can change the element. So list 1 equal to red, green, blue and orange. So this is a list of strings, red, green, blue and orange. So I just want to change the value orange. So what I can do, list 1 of 3. Why I am writing 3? Because the index position is starting from 0. 0, 1, 2 and 3. So orange, we are going to change orange. So list 1 of 3 equal to black. So again I am telling what is assignment operator here, assigning black to list 1 of 3. So the value of orange will be replaced with black. So you can see the result, red, green, blue and black. The orange is replaced with black. So it is possible to change the values of a list. Next is list operators. What are list operators? There are basically, we have 4 operators. The first operator is concatenation. Concatenation means adding 2 lists. It is possible to add 2 or more. It is possible to add, join or add 2 or more lists together. So just see the example. List 1 equal to 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. List 2 equal to 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So if you want to add these 2 lists, how we can add? Just with the plus operator. Just with the plus operator, we can add these 2 lists. So you can see the result here. List 1 plus list 2. List 1 will be coming first. After that, list 2 will be coming. Next example, list 3 equal to red, green, blue. List 4 equal to this one. Adding list 3 and list 4. So you can see the result, red, green, blue, cyan, magenta, yellow and black. So this is just with the plus operator, we can concatenate or join 2 lists. Next is repetition operator. What is repetition operator? It is actually doing the multiplication process. So just see the example. List 1 equal to hello. If you want to multiply that with 4, that means if you want to create a list 4 times repeating the same value hello, you can write it as list 1 star 4. So you will get the result hello, 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 hello. That means 4 times you will get the same list. Next is membership operator. What is membership operator means? Membership operator will check whether the element is present in the particular list. If it is present, it will return true. Otherwise, it will be returning false. Just see the example. List 1 equal to red, green, blue. And it is checking for green in list 1. So, in is my membership operator in the list. So, it is checking whether green is in list 1. So, it's there. So, the true will be coming as a result. And I am checking cyan in list 1. So, it is not there in the list 1. So, it will provide the result false. The next operator is not in operator. Not in operator returns true if the element is not present in the list. So, list 1 equal to red, green, blue, cyan, not in list 1. So, not in is my operator. So, you got the result true. Fourth operator is slicing operator. This is the last operator in list. So, what is slicing? Slicing means actually we are extracting or retrieving some part of or taking some slice slice from a list. So just see the example list 1. This is my list 1. If I want to slice a part like 2:6. So this is the slicing operator. This colon is a slicing operator here. So we are starting from, this is the start index, 2 is the start index and 6 is the stop index. When you are slicing, start index will be considered and we will continue till stop index, but stop index will not be considered inside the slice. So we'll start from the start index and continue, and we'll stop just before the stop index. So here the slice is from 2 to 6. So you will get the values from position 2, 3, 4 and 5. So you just see the example. Red is 0th position, green is 1, blue is 2. So slice is starting from 2. We will start from blue, cyan, magenta and yellow. Yellow is the 5th position. So we'll stop here at yellow. Okay. Next is another slicing operator. Just see this example. List 1 of 0, 6 and 2. So 0 we are starting from 0. 6 is the stop index and one more portion is given here. This is known as step position. I mean step size. Okay. So here start, stop and step size. Step size means 2 means we are skipping 1 in between the values. So we are starting from red. 0 is red. Green is skipping. Blue, we got blue. Skipping cyan. Then magenta. So we are stopping at 5 because 6 is my last index. So we are stopping at 5. And how we can do the negative indexes? How we can do the negative indexes using the slicing operator? -6 to -2. So we are starting from -6 and stopping at -2. So just see the example. What are the positions when you are doing the negative indexing? We are starting from black is -6. Sorry, black is -1. Yellow -2. Magenta -3. Cyan -4. -5. -6. So my starting position is -6. So we will start from green, -6, -5, -4, -3 and -2. -2 will not include because we will stop just before the stop index. So we will get the result green, blue, cyan and magenta. Okay, thank you everyone. The next video I will be explaining about the other parts of list contents of NCERT textbook. Thank you.